Forgive my appearance. Shalom. The sacrifice of not knowing requires full faith. We don't know things to the degree, to the depths that Yahuwah knows, obviously, because the Most High wrote out the plan. And so as we go through situations, as we're tested, as we're tried, um, oftentimes we have to make commitments in faith based on not really knowing all the steps, all the details. But if we're committed to Yahuwah, we make the sacrifice in faith. And as I was thinking about that and praying about it just moments ago, what came to me was Abraham, and Yahuwah ordering him based on a test to sacrifice Isaac, his son, and Abraham having faith and a deep commitment to Yahuwah decided to go ahead and offer his son up as a burnt offering based on the command that he was given. And I was thinking within myself, I was like, you know what? As a father, I can only imagine that Abraham was probably like, do I really desire doing this? What is this going to lead to? I don't see that his heart just leapt with joy at thinking about and considering the demise of his own son by his own hands. I don't think he would have been joyous about that. But in his faith to Yahuwah, his commitment to Yahuwah, he offered the sacrifice of faith. He put forth faith in Yahuwah, even though he knew that it was going to cost him something. It might have cost him his peace. It was definitely going to cost Isaac, his life. Had had he been made to go through the entire process. But you think about that. So in life, with so much uncertainty, just based on things that are transpiring in this world and this land, sometimes we have to put forth the sacrifice of faith, trusting that Yahuwah, being who he is always going to bring us through, is always going to provide every resource that's needed at the right time, including strength, including understanding and clarity, including the right people, including the right situations, including whatever that's needed. We always think about money, which that is a resource, but sometimes the money, the currency is faith and clarity of mind. I had an old pastor that I used to study under who said, faith is the currency. Faith is the currency. Faith is the money. Faith is the peace. Faith is what we need. So sometimes we have to gain more faith by giving more faith. Give and it shall be given unto you. Luke 6:38. So we give more faith, we receive more faith. I didn't think about that until just now. Most High just gave me that. We give more faith, we receive more faith. And again, faith is the currency. Faith opens the door to everything. Faith is the door. Faith is the door. And can I say this before I close? I'm in this Psalm 119 series, and I've already, by Yahuwah's grace and giving, I've already given the portion on Aleph. And next is Bet, or Bayet, as some pronounce it, and then Gimel, and then following that will be the fourth letter, which is Daleth. Yahuwah keeps telling me Daleth. And that's what has prompted this little video right now, is that I opened up and I looked up those verses in Psalm 119, Dalet, and I think that's around verses 26 through something, is 26 through 30 something. I don't know off the top of my head, but here's the deal. Dalet without me going into the teaching completely right now, but the let represents a doorway. Doorway. And now Yahuwah's got me talking about faith. Faith is the doorway. And the let also deals with going from one position or one space to another. It also refers, and that's usually related to elevation, new situations, possibly advancement, new growth, perhaps new beginnings. And it also refers to being of low estate, needy. When we're in need, don't we cry out in faith to the Most High? And faith is the door. Faith is the door to take us from one space to the next. So the sacrifice of faith is needed, you all. I'd like to send my condolences to the family of our brother who was, as they say, unalived yesterday, as well as prayers to those families of the 3 high school students out in Colorado yesterday who was shot. We need faith to take us from one space to the next in this life right now. There's a lot going on. And this has nothing to do with race and all of that. We are a peaceable and peaceful people. And we're going to pray for one another in faith. In faith. That Yahuwah will take us from one space, one place to the next, successfully, victoriously, which is his way anyway, because he is about victory. He's never lost a case. He's never lost a battle. So the sacrifice of faith, maybe that's what you need right now. I know that's what I need right now. Keep me in prayer. Life is happening for all of us, but life is good because Yahuwah is great. Hallelujah in Yahushua's name. So be it and so it is.